Hello everyone, today we have another relationship scandal story. Please don't forget to like and subscribe as we grow the channel. Let's get into it. My girlfriend of 8 months woke me up one night and told me she wants an open relationship. I was very surprised at this sudden request as I had no idea what kind of response I should give her. I immediately pictured her getting penetrated by some Hulk guy at back of the bar or in an empty parking lot in the back of a truck. This wasn't a pleasant imagination. I woke up from my sleep, cleared my eyes and asked her to repeat what she just said, pretending I didn't hear her the first time. What I really wanted was for her to explain why she thinks it's okay to have an open relationship with other men when she was already in one with me. Also, why did she decide to tell me this in the middle of the night at 1 in the morning when she knew I had a big day at work in a couple hours? How long has she been thinking about this and what was she expecting me to say? She just stood there and tried giving me different excuses that literally made no sense to me. She said being in an open relationship was something she has done in previous relationship. Being in a monogamous relationship with me has been challenging because she feels she's wasting away her sexual exploration youth. I won't particularly call 30 years of age youth anymore, but I continued to listen to her anyway. She said people need to be able to separate sex from love and enjoy satisfaction in their desires. She compared having an open relationship to how people enjoy dinner with a significant other, only this time there are more than 2 people enjoying the food on the dinner plate. I started to ask myself if my girlfriend was delusional because I don't understand what relationship and food menu have in common. In my mind, my conclusion was that she's already seeing someone else and cheating behind my back, and she wants to find a way to make me accept her philandering ways. Different emotions were running through me, from anger to disappointment, and finally I decided to mask these emotions and told her I agree, and we would talk more about this when I come back from work. I remember going to work that day and couldn't focus on the presentation I was about to make to senior leadership. I work as a procurement consultant for a decent-sized small company, and it was important I make good supply chain risk mitigation strategies for these executives. I performed poorly that day because my girlfriend's request was still messing with my head. I already know what I was going to do. I wanted to teach her a lesson and let her realize the real-life impact of her request. Prior to this, I have never cheated on my girlfriend because I loved her so much. I was never a saint because I have regrettably cheated in the past, which ruined my past relationship. And I promised myself I was going to be a better person and clean up my ways. I guess this was karma coming back to punish me. My girlfriend was so focused about convincing me to accept her open relationship request that she forgot to mention if there are rules or anything out of bound. At this point, I don't care about our relationship anymore because I personally don't believe in the concept of open relationship when I am looking to get married and start having kids. I am no longer getting young, and I carefully explained all this to her. I told her I want to break up if she insists on this open relationship stuff. She told me we can break up after we give the open relationship a try. She was so convinced that since I'm a guy just given a free pass to make love to other women that I would love it. I thought about it and decided to put her request into practicality. Who knows, maybe I will like it, maybe I won't, but if I have an open mind and try it, I will find out. If my girlfriend wants an open relationship, I will give her an open relationship, and I knew who my target was, her best friend. If my girlfriend wants to be irrational since she doesn't know her best friend had made a pass at me before in the past, I will continue with her open relationship concept and accept her best friend's sexual advances. I had declined her best friend in the past because my girlfriend had once told me her friend likes men with money and she would consider her a gold digger. I would consider myself moderately rich after making some good gains from my GameStop stock trade, which made me $500,000 at my peak earnings. My girlfriend told her best friend about this trade jackpot, and she has been making a pass at me ever since. I didn't tell my girlfriend that her best friend was interested in me because I didn't want to break up their friendship. They have been friends since childhood and consider themselves sisters, but her best friend would betray loyalty for a good penny. At this point, I have started to realize that my girlfriend was possibly in a full-blown relationship with another man without my knowledge as I started to connect the dots. She had made travels without itinerary, and when I asked, she told me she wasn't taking flight again but instead driving for 400 miles for a work conference. She had changed her phone password a couple times and decided when to tell me her password after she had erased evidence from her phone. I never put a password on my phone, and she regularly go through my phone. I don't bother going through her phone because I trusted her. Now I feel foolish and betrayed, and this rationalized my decision to invite her best friend out for a drink. I initiated the sexual advances this time and we had sex that evening. Since we were in an open relationship, I felt it was perfectly okay to tell my girlfriend, so I told her over a Saturday lunch. I told her that I have started seeing someone since we were in an open relationship. Her head fell back like she was surprised, and I can't believe I had it in me. She asked why I hurried into a love affair with someone that fast since the arrangement was barely a month old, and I had opposed. She was still smiling and called me a low-key player until her mood changed when I told her it was her best friend I slept with. The first thing she did was swing the table vase at me, which I narrowly dodged, and it went flying into the wall, just like I thought. She wasn't okay with it, and she was very mad. Now I'm confused because I thought an open relationship is an open relationship regardless of who you sleep with. I admit I should have known better and not sleep with her friend, but at this point I also wanted out of the relationship. I didn't even bother to engage in any argument or explain myself this time. She hopped on the phone and started yelling at her friend. Her friend had told me to keep the affair between us, but I wanted to be a bad boy at this point. I simply left the room, and that was the last time my girlfriend had seen me. I admit losing my relationship this way was bad, and if I'm being honest, I do miss her. She has attempted to hear why I did what I did since then with messages on social media and several futile phone call attempts. I was just exhausted and wanted to move on and find better love. In one of her messages, she apologized and admitted she went too far forcing me into the open relationship attempt. She said she was simply bored in our relationship. But she now realizes she wasn't bored with me. She was only driven by her lustful desires for a coworker who was a lesbian, and she just wanted all three of us to share the same bed. That part was still confusing to me because if I recollect, she told me she has been in an open relationship before me. Now I have more questions like, was the lesbian girlfriend the same girl she was involved with? Is she trying to come out the closet as a gay but still wanted occasional bisexual touch of a man? This was complicated, and I felt the less I know the better my sanity as a man. As for her best friend I was involved with, she just vanished. I tried calling her to clear things up and apologize I got her involved in my relationship drama. But she ghosted me and blocked me from all her social media. I have never had luck in women. I question myself sometimes if I was the problem. I will take the next couple of months to have self-reflection and stay away from a new relationship in the meantime. Maybe I will find the true love I desire, or maybe I won't, but for now it's me, myself and my peace. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Let us know what you think about both the guy and his girlfriend. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.